Hello, this is Sumesh Elumalai. So I'm going to take the class on manual mobile application testing. Today, I'm going to cover the topic on mobile world, business and technology drivers. In this topic, we're going to cover mobile analytics data, business model for mobile apps, mobile device types, types of mobile applications, mobile application architecture, test strategy for mobile apps, challenges of mobile application testing, risks in mobile application testing. So we'll see one by one each section with the example. So the first topic I'm going to cover is on mobile analytics data. As you see the diagram showing the SDK over here, the app, the data collection server, and after that the mobile app reports. So the SDK, you can say over here, to develop the apps. So for Xcode is used for the developing the apps for iPhones. You can say Android Studio or NetBeans, or the Xamarin is available for developing the for Android and iOS devices apps. So once the app is running, or the hardware, the platform versions, and that all datas, the performance of a user, means how he is using the app, that all data is collected in a server, and depending upon that reports are generated. These reports actually useful while taking up the test strategies when we are making, or the test plans during that time. This data are useful to make minimizing the risks while we are releasing the apps in the stores. The first question maybe is, what is analytics data, mobile analytics data? So mobile analytics involves measuring and analyzing the data generated by mobile platforms and properties such as mobile sites and mobile applications. There are many stakeholders in the mobile world, including manufacturers. So manufacturers, when it comes like Apple, which manufactures for the iPhone, iPad, there are Samsung, Motorola, MI for the Android application, the devices they are developing. The platform providers are there. Then there is the operating system providers, the OS providers, you can say. Then there are a few market data providers are available in the market, then tool providers, and of course the application developers and the testers present. So in order to contribute effectively to test planning discussions and test analysis, a mobile application tester should be aware of the following factors. The factors like the business implications of distribution of the platforms, application downloads per platform, distribution of OS versions, the market distribution of various device types, including variation based on geographical location, differing screen sizes and resolutions, the various input methods, camera types. There are different vendors such as Google Analytics, AT Internet Mobile Analytics Solutions, etc. present in the market, third-party vendors which provides the mobile analytics data. They track, measure, and understand how the mobile user, the end customer, is interacting with the your mobile sites, the mobile apps. With this analytics, you can improve your cross-channel marketing opportunities, optimize the mobile experience for your customers, and grow mobile user engagement and retention. Briefly, you can say there is three major types of mobile analytics. The first one is advertising, or you can say the marketing analytics. The second one is in-app analytics. The third one is the performance analytics. Each class will help maximize the utility of your data and empower you to allocate resources to partnership that provide the greatest value of you to your organization. Let's see each class one by one. The first one is the advertising or the marketing analytics. In today's marketplace, even if you develop an incredible app, the probability of its originality standing out among a million other apps is very low. The success of an app often hangs on whether the marketing campaigns are capable to attract the right type of users, those that install, remain engaged, and contribute to the financial component of the app. So in marketing analytics, so the data that can be collected includes the installations. You can say how many install is happened, opens after installation, the app, how many times it is opened, clicks. So in the app, if the advertisements are given, how many times the advertisements are clicked, purchases, registrations, you can collect that data, content view, or you can say shares, invites, custom events. So these are the things which as a marketing analytics data collects. So benefits of marketing analytics is knowing which ad network and publisher are driving users. More specifically, the right type of users matters. It matters a lot, and this is exactly the type of insight that marketing analytics is able to provide. As a tester, you can recognize which ad network or publisher are driving the right type of users, and use this knowledge to optimize ad campaigns and drive the highest possible return on investment, that is ROI, and lifetime value, LTV, of acquired user. Let's take an example for marketing analytics. Suppose an ad was displayed 50,000 times evenly across 5 different publisher websites, and you can say 10,000 impression per side, and from these impression 1200 installs were generated. Okay, depending upon the app, receiving 1200 new users may be considered a respectable achievement. So using insight gained from the marketing analytics, you might make the following campaign adjustment. Contact your ad network and request that more impression be given to the publisher that is actually driving new users. Second thing, you can say that ask for more impression on publisher sites that are similar to the high performing site. Third one, modify your ad on the 4 publisher sites that are underperforming. So this thing you can use the data which is collected from the market analytics for providing in a test strategy and test planning. Let's see the second one, in-app analytics, or you can say the mobile app analytics, is the measurement and analysis of the data generated when user interact with your mobile application, regardless of whether an app delivers content, sells products, or offer a gaming experience. In order to be successful, the app must satisfy the expectations of its user. Every app has one or more goal or objective. In theory, apps are designed to enable user to achieve these objectives in the simplest manner possible. In-app analytics is the essentially, you can say, in-session analytics. What user are actually doing inside the app and how they are interacting with the app. You can say that in-app data, the in-app analytics that can be collected, which is included device profile. So in this device profile, what are the things is collected is type of device. What the mobile phone is, it a tablet, it's iPad, or it's what the phone type, tablet, etc. The manufacturers, the Samsung or Motorola or is Apple, operating system, operating system will comes like iOS, Android or Windows. The application which is running on which operating system, the versions, which version is running on that, is it the latest one? Suppose the latest one is like 12.3.1, so the for iOS. So like that for Android is 9, the Pi is running on that. So like that, the data which is collected using the device profile. So these are the data which is collected. Other things which is collecting is user demographics. So in user demographic, the location, so where the application is launched and is used, the gender, so the or it's a new user or returning user, approximate age, you can say, the language, and in-app behavior. So in-app behavior will take the event tracking, that is like the buttons clicked, ads clicked, purchases made, levels completed, articles read, screens viewed, etc. Like this, these are the things which is the user is doing inside the app. There are many third-party vendors which provides the solutions, helps to measure and optimize each step in the life cycle of your mobile apps. Engagements, you can see the monetizations and retention. It also possible to measure the application crashes. So while the application is crashing or freezes, the customer journey funnels, that is the in Google Analytics, a funnel is a navigation path, the series of the web pages, how the user is navigating from each path. So tracking on that, which you can expect your website user to follow to achieve the website goals. A funnel is made up of goal pages and one or more funnel pages, also known as the funnel steps, you can say. Offline events, so when the network is not there, how the application is used, and you can say the lifetime value, and many other mobile app performance indicators. To get the latest mobile app reports features in Google Analytics, it uses the Firebase in your Android and iOS app. So it once enabled in your app, Google Analytics will automatically collect and report on a built-in events and user properties. And the benefits of in-app analytics: the device, user and in-app behavior data helps you to understand who your users and are and how they are interacting with your app. Knowing where user drops off, which level they are cannot complete, which screens are visited most oftenly, you can say, which mobile device is most common, or which call to action is most effective, is absolutely fundamental to your ability to optimize the user experience and reduce friction to conversion. Let's take a example for in-app analytics. Suppose a new e-commerce app experience a high volume of installs and opens, but it's making very few sale. There are thousands of reasons why this might be happening, especially since a user's conversion path often includes opening the app, browsing multiple products, comparing features, reading users reviews, adding items to a shopping cart, browsing more products, and even eventually checking out. Without in-app analytics, knowing where to make meaningful changes to the navigation path, the adjustments, you can say, is nearly impossible. However, with the data from in-app analytics, areas where you were essentially flying blind are now source of great insight. For example, you might find that many users successfully browse products but seems to get lost when reading reviews. You could respond to this by making adjustment to the user's experience that helps drive users back to the shopping cart and checkout screens. Or you might find that most users actually use tablets and the app needs to be optimized to match that experience. And to understand more detailed, let's illustrate further. Take a gaming example. A gaming app may notice a sharp user drop off at the end of the third level. Diving into the experience level of the users and the complexity to complete the challenge might lead you to recognize that the level is too difficult. You could use this data to make changes that make it easier for user to successfully move on to further levels, increasing the amount of time they spend with the game. In-app analytics is not a perfect science, but armed with in-session data, your ability to identify the issue areas and improve the navigation paths and approximately meet user expectations is dramatically improved, you can say. Let's take the last one, the third one, the performance analytics. So the performance analytics deals with another fundamental component of meeting user expectations, that the performance of the app. So performance analytics is generally concerned with two major measures. The first one is the app uptime, and this next one is the app responsiveness. Regardless of how well your app is coded, there are a number of factors that can impact the performance of your app. App complexity. Most apps rely on multiple third-party services. For example, you can say the social network, like using Facebook to log in or using a cloud service for storage. In fact, one recent study found that 43% of apps depends on more than 5 cloud services, and the ability and speed of the services has directly impact on performance. So as a tester, you should know and understand how complex the logging or the cloud services are present, so that you can provide the correct solution to the management, to the organization. Let's see the hardware variations. So device manufacturer like Apple is there, then Samsung, LG, HTC, BlackBerry and other all have different hardware specifications. Even in Apple's tightly controlled hardware environment, when you factor in different versions of iPhone and iPad, the processing power and the memory of each device varies. Device variability on Android platform is even more, you can say, when compared to the Apple. So apps available on both platform must be aware of the variation in the device. So as a tester, you should be well versed of the variation of the platforms, the hardware platform, the versions which are present, and consider how these variation can impact the performance. Available operating systems. So you can say major operating systems like iOS, Android, BlackBerry and Windows may have the majority of market share, but there are a number of other operating systems in use on mobile phones around the globe. For example, Bada, Symbian, the Firefox OS is there, Ubuntu, Palm OS, Selfies is there, etc. Even if an app is developed just for Android and iOS, understanding the performance of app across all supported OS version is still a challenging task. The carriers, or you can say the networks which is present, the device is on plays a big role in their performance of an app. Most major networks are working to expand their 4G LTE coverage to give user greater access to the faster speed. However, many networks still have major gaps, which leaving user to rely on older standards, which can directly impact on the app performance. When you sit back and consider the combinations of device, operating system, the networks, and other related factors, there is an incredible number of potential point of failure in an app. The objective of performance analytics is to troubleshoot and acknowledge these points and ensure the app's function and operation successful. So below are you can say the few you can we can take the statistics. Let's see how the users reacts when the performance is you can say very necessity. So 79% of users will only retry an app once or twice if it fails the first time, and 79% only users, if suppose the application is crashed or it freezed, so they will retry one more time. 79% of users. Only 16% of users will try a failing app more than 2 times, and 4 to 5 users expect an app to launch in 3 seconds or less. So as a tester, you should be more careful while testing or while verifying the application. So these points should be in mind while checking out the app for the app stores. So the same study also found that a poor mobile app experience led to following user reactions. 48% are less likely to use the mobile app, and 34% switch to a competitor mobile app. 31% tell other about the poor experience, and 31 less likely to purchase from that company. So 24% have a negative overall perception of the company. So the message is very clear. User expect app to work correctly and efficiently and have little patience for underperformance. Without performance analytics, your ability to identify the root cause of issue and prioritizing solution is severely compromised. Common performance analytic data that can be collected includes the API latency, network latency, data transactions, crashes, errors, assumptions. So these are the things which collected as a part of performance analytics data. So what is the benefits of performance analytics? Let's see. So an effective performance analytics solutions monitors your app in real time and enables you to learn exactly which user and transactions are impacted the most moment a problem is detected. Analyzing performance analytics data takes much of the guesswork out of the troubleshooting performance related issues. You can also have the ability to better prioritizing how issues are resolved. For example, if an issue is detected that impacts 2 different geolocations, you can prioritize a solution for the region most important to your organization. So as a tester, you should aware of the impacts, the platform, the versions which are geolocation devices, how they are using over there. So it will be helpful for your organization to minimize the risks. Performance analytics is also about efficiency and streamlining the process of identifying and prioritizing issues that impact performance. You will be able to make measurable improvements to your mean time to repair and save your organization time and money. As you analyze performance analytics data over time, you will also be able to recognize which device, operating system, network, and regions are most susceptible to problems and make adjustment that better ensure your app is available and performing at its highest level at all time. Let's take a performance analytic example. Suppose a popular app offering limited time travel deals started receiving a high number of crash reports from iTunes Connect, or you can say the Play Store for the Android. So every time the app crashes, potential scale of sale is lost. and a user leaves dissatisfied with an experience, because in-app sale are responsible for the majority of revenue for the organization. Accurately identifying the cause of the problem and quickly implementing a solution is vital. Using a capable performance analytics solution, you as a tester will be able to retrieve detailed data associated with each crash, whether the issue is related to a specific device or is OS or network or coding bug. Performance analytics would enable you to identify the root causes and immediately understand where adjustments need to be made. Let's summarize the points. The first one is the marketing analytics, which gives you the ability to the attributes, installs, and user engagement to a specific ad publisher and ad networks, which enables you to allocate your ad spent, and it also spent to the highest performance partners. Credit the correct publishers, avoid creating multiple publishers for the same install, determining CPI, and measure the true LTV of users. In-app analytics provides insight into device profile, user demographics, in-app behavior, that is the event tracking, which enables you to better understand who your users are and how they are interacting with your app. Make improvements to the navigation paths. The last one is the performance analytics, which monitors the app crashes, the errors, the expression, the errors, which is freezes. So these are type the API and the carrier latency, data transactions insufficiency. So these all things which enables you to maintain the uptime and responsiveness of your app, determine which issues are the highest priority, lower your mean time repair. Let's take the second section, that is the mobile models, the business models for mobile apps. There are several models which can be used to monetize the work done in creating mobile apps. So these includes but are not limited to, the first one is the freemium, and second one you can say the advertisement based, transaction based, the fee based, and enterprise application. In addition, in-app purchase can be applied to some of these models. So let's see there are certain advantages and advantages for each of these approaches, and the tester should keep the business model in mind while testing the mobile application. Let's see the first one, which is the freemium model, as you can see over here in a diagram. In a freemium model, the applications are generally designed for the free, but user have to pay if needed additional features in the application. The application need to provide sufficient features to be attractive to the user. So at the same time, providing advanced features for which a large number of users would be willing to pay. So here you can see the company provides the free product, so in which most of the features are locked, so user can access a 20% or 30% of the application, and remaining he can't able to access, but he can view as a you can say in the free product. And once he will pay, he can able to access entire product, and he will become the prime user for the company, and where the company can generate the revenue. The second one is the advertisement based, you can say, the advertisement based applications which display advertisements on the screen as user interact with the application. This strategy for revenue generation is more effective if the application are used for relatively long periods of time. The user interface designer must take care when displaying the advertisement. They must be not taking enough space. It should be enough without hiding the essential part of the application, and they must ensure that the user are not distracted and dislike using the application. So whenever the advertisement is displayed, though, it should not cover the important features of the application, otherwise the user won't like and he will stop using the application. The third one is the transaction based applications, which charges the user either per transaction, a flat fee, or you can say the percentage of transaction value or similar. This type of business model is suitable for a limited number of application only, and is usually applied for business and financial apps such as mobile wallets. Fee-based applications requires the user to pay for downloading and installing the application. So in fee-based business model should be well considered, since large number of free or freemium optional exist for most application types. The probability of user buying such an app increases if it provides outstanding features or usability, or when competing applications are not available. So free and enterprise applications, which is do not charge their users. So enterprise applications are developed for internal use within the organization, within the company. They provide the apps for the enterprise users. So the services inside the company only it will have. So there are many such apps available for organization level, such as banks, you can say, or the e-commerce companies. These apps are not generally focused on monetizing, uh, but allow revenue to be generated by directing user to the service provided by organization. So below you can see the company is providing the application. It's not 100%. So the user can use the app, but there are some features which can be purchased, or directly you can purchase all the product. So once you will purchase, it will complete the product, and entire features you can able to use. Like, you can take the example of Truecaller. So the free product is available. So the call hiding, the call duration, the blocks, etc. So some of the features which is not available for the free user, available for the paid one. So when you are paying to the customer, the features are get opened, and the product utilization is become more effectively, you can say, and there the company will generate the revenue. Let's see the third one.